Hey YouTube, it's Kara. So it's been a week since I posted my last video, so I did read a book, but I'm not sure if I'm going to review it yet because it's in a series. And I was just wondering if I should wait until I complete the series to review the other books, but I'll get to that at the end of this tag video. So in case you couldn't tell from the title, I am doing the Bookalicious tag. And I just want to start off by apologizing for probably the bad quality in this video because it's sunset. It's almost like 7 here, and my camera doesn't work very well in the dark. So this video will probably not be the best quality. So I'm sorry. But luckily it's just a tag video to kill time. Alright, so this book was created from the Bookalicious channel, and obviously from the name, and I will link it down below. And I wasn't tagged by anybody. I'm just doing this for fun. So here we go. I wrote all of them on these tiny little note cards. So can you tell my handwriting is like super small? I have really small handwriting. Alright, first question. What percent of books do you get at the library, and what percent do you get at the bookstore? I get 0% at the library and probably 50% at the bookstore and 50% online, if that answers your question. Because I don't rent them from libraries because I like to own the books that I read, because I form attachments, So that's that. What character would you be and why? So I didn't choose this character because I had just read this book, but I choose Lola Nolan from Lola and the Boy Next Door because when I was a sophomore in high school, I was completely obsessed with high fashion and colorful hair and just crazy costumes like that, runways and things like that. And my parents are both gay like hers, and the way she describes cricket, just everything about Lola's life, I've kind of experienced a little bit. So I would definitely like to be her. I identify with her, which is interesting because I don't usually identify with lots of main characters. So that's my question. That's my answer. What is your favorite book from your childhood? The first two that come to mind are Junie B. Jones, which I loved. Danny the Dinosaur. I remember I used to like that book because in the book the word bundles always made me completely die laughing. I thought it was the funniest word ever. And of course R.L. Stine. Sorry if I keep looking down. I'll keep it up here then. Let's see. What is your favorite book? I don't really have a favorite book because I have favorites of books. But so I wrote just a favorite series. I have many favorite books. I'll just pick one. Fablehaven. So there you go. Let's see. What book series do you have the most of? The most books from? I have 12 books from a series called Daughters of the Moon by Lynn Ewing, and I read that entire series in 7th grade. They're not very big at all, and it's really good. I recommend you check it out. Let's see. Do you buy books or use swap.com? I buy books. If I'm going to read the book, I'm going to buy it. I try not to borrow books from friends because I have a hard time giving them back. So don't let me borrow your book. And I've never heard of swap.com until right now, so I probably should look into it. Let's see. Who's your favorite hottest girl or guy from a book? And mine is, I couldn't help it. My favorite is 4 from Divergent because he's dauntless, so it makes him a badass, and he's caring, but not in a sappy way. I don't know. He's really awesome. I just remember when I was reading the book, I kind of had a crush on 4 a lot. Cannot wait for Insurgent. Oh, and that Divergent is by Veronica Roth. So if you haven't read it, shame on you. You need to go read it right now. Who is your favorite? No, I already read that. What is your favorite book cover? And I actually have it right here, and I have not read this one yet. But oh, and I have a lot of favorite book covers. I might do a book covers video, like favorite top 10 or something, but I haven't decided yet. But I really like this cover. It is The Secret of the Dragon Sanctuary, Fablehaven number 4. That's what it looks like. Awesome, right? I mean, I think the next question actually answers what I was just about to say. So my next question is, what is your favorite type of book cover? And I like illustrated middle grade book covers, like Fablehaven, Harry Potter. What else? I can't even think of any right now, but those kinds. If it's The Beyonders, that has a really cool book cover. Things like that. All right. What was the first book you ever read? And I'm pretty sure it was Goodnight Moon. Yeah, I love that book. What is your favorite book to movie adaptation? Um, I have to say Fight Club. I just read that and I like the movie better than the book. But I think it's biased because Brad Pitt's in it, and I can't separate if I like a movie from if I find the main character attractive. I really can't. Like, if the main character is really hot, doesn't matter what movie they're in, I'm gonna like that movie. And I've had that problem for a while now, but but I really did like that movie. It was very, very well done. And I like putting faces to the characters that I am reading about. And also I liked Harry Potter, obviously, because it's awesome. Let's see. When did you first start making videos? I started making videos on August 10th, I believe, of this year. So I've only been making videos for a few months, but I like it. Yeah. What is the best place to read? My favorite place to read is sitting in my chair next to my computer with my legs propped up on my bed. So I don't like laying down when I read, and I don't like standing, and I can't read if there is a TV on or if there's music on. I can only read in my room, quiet. Well, I can obviously read out in public too, but I like to read. The best place to read is in my room, on my chair with my feet on my bed. It's just the best ever. Um, have you ever written your own fan fiction before? No. No, I've never written about anything else that someone has written already. I don't know why, I just haven't. Let's see. If you could only read 3 books for the rest of your life, what would they be? I'm gonna pick Fablehaven 2, and then The French Kiss, because you have to have your adventure, love story, and French Kiss, and The Hunger Games, because you have to have awesome, gory death. I don't know. I just really like those 3. If I had to keep reading them over and over again, I could probably do it. Some of the books that I read are really good, but I don't know if I'd like to read them over and over and over again. Alright. What is the longest book you've ever read? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's 800 and something pages. It's a ridiculous length. It's so long. But I read it in about 4 days because it's so good. But that's probably the longest book I've ever read. But I also own the all 3 Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles, and it's all in one book, and it's a really long book. So if I read that, then that will be the longest. But I also have it, so that is a very long book. But I have not read them. If you could write your own book, what would the title be and why? I have no idea. I always thought it'd be funny to write a book about a straight girl living in a household full of gays and being the only one, be basically feeling like a typical gay person in their family would feel, because that's kind of how my life is. Like my parents and then my sister and my best friend, like they're all gay, so I feel like I would be really good at writing a story about that, but I don't know. And then she probably will go on like some adventure with dragons or something awesome. Let's see. Okay. How many books did you read last month? I read 4 books, and I actually write down the books that I read in my calendar. Is that weird? I don't think it is. Let's see. I read Perfect Chemistry, Fight Club, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and Lola and the Boy Next Door. Those are the 4 that I read last month. What is the most recent book you have read? Oh, what's the last book you read? I read The Sea of Monsters, the second in the Percy Jackson series, the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief series, Percy Jackson series. Oh no, Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Do you fantasize yourself in books? No. Not while I'm reading them, but I like, sometimes I will absorb information about a book and then forget it was from a book and think it actually happened to me. That's actually happened to me before. I'll say something and then realize that I never did that. Another character in a book did that, and it's really embarrassing. But that's happened to me. But I've never fantasized myself in a book. Yeah. What is your favorite bookstore? I like Barnes & Noble just because I've never actually been to a Borders before they closed. I had never been to one. And I don't know of any other bookstores around me. So I was just Barnes & Nobles. Hardback or paperback? I like hardback because they last longer. Hair. They last longer, and it's just more secure. And when you take the dust jacket off, they look really cool. So, do you have more than one copy of a book? Yes, and it was an accident. I bought a book in Walmart or something, and then I ordered it online and forgot that I had bought it. So I actually have 2 copies of Wither by Di Stefano is her last name. I forget her first name. Stephanie? I don't remember. But yeah, I have two copies of that, and I was just gonna give one away for Christmas. You know, be frugal like that. But I have not read it yet. Rather read about vampires or werewolves? Probably vampires, just because they're sexier. I guess. I don't know. I guess it really depends on who's writing about them. You know, because if one of my favorite authors decides to write about werewolves, I'd obviously rather read about the werewolves. Whereas if my least favorite author wrote about werewolves or something, I think it just depends on the situation. But I typically lean more towards vampires, I believe. Yes. And the last question, do you have more than 150 books in your bookshelf? And if you don't, would you like to? I currently have roughly 300 books, I think. I don't know. I haven't counted them for a while. Since my bookshelf tour, I've attained like 50 more books. So many that I have to put them, like, you know how books are stacked? I have to put them on top of the stacked ones now. And I've been on a book buying ban since the beginning of October 1st, so that's why I haven't posted a book haul video. Just thought I'd let you guys know. And I've been doing really well. I have not bought a single book for an entire month and a day. So I'll go tap my cheek. Go Kara, yay! But if I did buy them, I do not know where I would put them. So I would like more books, but I have nowhere to put them. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up my tag, my Bookalicious tag. And where? Oh yeah, and just so you guys are up to date on what I'm up to, I am currently reading The Iron King, excuse me, by Julie Kagawa, and I'm not very far at all. So, and I'm reading Little Women and Leviathan, but I haven't really gotten into them yet. But anyway, that was my book tag, and I hope it wasn't boring and all that jazz. But let me know if you want me to post a book review over The Sea of Monsters, the second in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, because I will if you would like me to, but I wasn't sure if I should. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.